Hello, everybody. Um, I guess you've heard about the floods in Texas, and now today there's floods in Durham. Um, Too many people think that this is natural. It's not. These storms are being generated by those in power. It's geoengineering, and many people have been pointing out the things that were going on for years. I've got videos of the clouds, lines of clouds in the sky. That's what happens hours after the skies have been sprayed. Those when they spray the skies, and they'll tell you, oh, that's a contrail. That's from condensation. No, it's not. I've got videos of true condensation. What an actual condensation line looks like. A condensation line is way high in the sky, so high that the airplane is a dot, and it's just a couple inches behind the plane, and condensation dissipates. That line does not stay there for hours. But that's not what we're seeing. Now we're seeing lines in the sky, and people, here's what's interesting. People who were watching it and knew what was going on, knew something wasn't right, began getting things tested. And the chemicals, they would take dustings off of their gardens and stuff and send it to a lab and see what came back. And here's what's interesting. A decade later, it would come out that geoengineering, those are the same chemicals that they used in their experiments. Connect the dots, people. Now, they want everybody in a smart city or 15-minute city by 2030. That's right around the corner. And if you look where all of these problems are occurring, they're running people off the land. Do you see how things compound? First, the government said, oh, you've got to get permission to build a house. And they get to tell you how your house will be built. Without permission, you're not allowed to build. So now, all these decades later, people screamed, oh no, we don't want this, we don't want this. All these decades later, now, it's coming to light. They create a storm with their geoengineering, cause a flood, destroy all the homes, and then refuse to give permission to rebuild. Do you see how it works? They make it a law that you have to have insurance, but they don't make a law making the insurance pay. Right? You have to have flood insurance in order to make the insurance pay. Well, if you're not in a floodplain, they're not going to give you flood insurance. If you're on the side of a mountain, like the Great Smokies, you're not going to have flood insurance. So when your house gets flooded, you're just shit out of luck, people. Too bad, so sad. So they flood it. You don't have no money to rebuild. And besides that, the government won't give you a piece of paper of permission to rebuild. Because now it's a flood. Now it floods. Oh, it flooded. You don't need to be building there. And then these billionaires, multi-billionaires come in and buy up all the land. Well, who do they work for? They work for the government that's doing all this stuff. And who's the government work for? The government works for the evil entities that are actually in control. Do you see how it works? Same with the fires. Whatever they don't flood, they burn. Download Zillow. Even if you're not looking for land, download the app and research. Go on there and search land for sale and read them. Read the ads. Look how many of them say recreational use only. You're not allowed to build on that land. Perfectly good land. No reason why you can't build something there. But the government won't let you build. What good's the land? If you can't live on the land, if you can't use the land, what good is it? Recreational use. And it's just a matter of time before they say you can't go on there and do recreational. Because recreational causes damage to the environment, which causes climate change. And they have climate control because they're so worried about the earth. So worried about it. So worried about it that you can't build an earth ship. Do you know what an earth ship is? Look that up. You know what a straw bale house is? You know what a cordwood house is? There's cordwood houses, or cordwood buildings rather, in upstate New York that are over 1,000 years old. Simply because of the way they're built, they never burn down. They don't burn because the fire, a fire might gut it, but the building itself still stands. Same with a flood. The building still stands. You're not allowed to build one of those, though. Only stick-built homes. So think about it, folks. God bless.